Hi guys, and welcome to the YouTube video for today, the 4th of May 2026. So let's go through the watch list, what we're watching, what levels we're waiting to break, and what is next for these stocks. Starting here with MNDR. So we're going to start on the 1 minute time frame for now, and then look across the 4 hour and 1 day for holding this overnight and potential swing trades also. Looking at the 1 minute time frame here, we need a 1 minute candle close over 1.5 for entries for just a day trading position on this one. Currently in the wedge, significant volume of over 80,000 per minute candle. Looks good, and a push beyond 1.5 just see it run at least 8% from entry and gradually continue towards 1.85. We may even be looking and see it happen in this video, and if you're waiting for, and if you've seen this late also, you can also wait for the same for 1.85 to break, and then again looking for an 8% first target from that point onwards. So keep your eyes peeled on this one. MNDR looks good for a day trading position, and then going to the 4 hour time frame on this one. So a 4 hour going to close over 1.5 on this one by end of today or end of tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time, is what you need for enabling this to hold overnight without it being too risky, as it's currently blasting upon the 200 EMA and the 200 MA all the way down here, and also it'll be claiming a significant resistance over here, and it should gradually continue and gap up towards 1.85 as a result. And then looking at the daily time frame for this one for a swing trade, so holding it overnight is one thing for a couple of days, but holding it for a swing trade over a series of days is a bit different. And ultimately on this one, I'll be waiting for a daily close of 1.5 also, and then we have initial first target of 1.85 where you can sell around 50%, for around plus 15% by the time you got filled. Then the rest would be aiming for this level up here with the 200 simple moving averages for a death cross retest on around 2.35 on this one for potential selling 40% of shares. And if we were to get above 1.85, it would also coincide with the next key resistance level being around 2.35 also. So keep your eyes peeled on this one, MNDR. We are just about to shoot over here, so maybe we can come back at the end of this video and see how we did on MNDR. And then following on now to NIVF. So this one's a bit more simple. Just before an MNDR, if we are to lose $1 on this one, I do consider it to be done. And yeah, coming to where we initially came from, which is bearish. So don't want to be beneath the dollar on MNDR. So now looking at NIVF, I bring that up because this one looks like it's about to lose $2, and if we lose $2 in this one, I also consider it to be done, to be honest. Looking for around a 1.8 retest of the 60 EMA of this death cross that happened earlier around the 22nd of April. So if we were to lose $2 in this one, I would consider it to be done, to be honest. But if we're lucky and get a reclaim of 2.5, then we should shoot up towards 3. So a 1 minute candle close over 2.5 on this one for a day trade should bring us up towards 3, the next level on this. So now going to the 4 hour time frame, we can have a look if you want to hold this one overnight, NIVF. Again, this one isn't as strong as the other that we just looked at, MNDR. So I can't imagine this being very good to hold overnight. But again, we have to wait until 4 p.m. Eastern time, end of today or end of tomorrow, for our criteria to be hit for holding this overnight potentially. And what we need here is just a 4 hour candle close over 2.5 on this one, just to turn this candle green and build upon the 60 EMA just here currently at 2.15. It currently just looks like a big red candle here, which is bearish, weak, not strong, and also rejecting from 2.5 also. My biggest fear on this one is losing $2, and then you're looking for the 80 EMA to be retested around 1.8, 1.85. So consider this one done if it goes beneath $2. And looking at the daily time frame on this one, if you want to hold it not just overnight for a couple of days, but for a larger sort of swing trade on this one over a few days, or maybe 1 to 2 weeks, we can just scroll in. It may take a while, just give me 1 second. So definitely MNDR is better than this, NIVF. So just scrolling on this one, we are technically retesting the Bollinger Band Center, and you would expect a bounce from $2 and 205. Here, to be honest, maybe a bounce here in towards 2.5 at some point end of today or end of tomorrow. If not, we're just going to lose 2 and come all the way back down beneath here and to 1.8 and beneath, to be honest. We'd expect the bounce because we're at the Bollinger Band Center, and when you come and retest it, there's a 65% chance you're going to bounce from there, and also it's aided by the $2 support. So if this really doesn't hold here, then it is bearish, so we need 2 to hold, as it's, again, if it doesn't hold, then you're throwing out the window the idea of a 65% chance of bouncing, which isn't good. So NIVF, would be careful on this one and just wait for a reclaim of 2.5, starting with a day trade in the 1 minute time frame. And again, if we lose 2, it's not good. So MNDR is the best one. And then finishing up here with CNSP. So we go in the 1 minute time frame. This one, I think this one might squeeze and come back down, to be honest. So the Bollinger Band's starting to pinch really tight, and we're rejecting constantly from this 10.5 resistance. And when this happens and we're in sort of a box formation like this, a very square box formation, the Bollinger Band's pinched tight, typically you expect a bigger move down, potentially to retest its $8 level. But that's not too bad, because if you were to come down like this, then you can always draw a new wedge around it and wait for a reversal and a reclaim and resistance break of 10.5 like that, and then you'd enter around here. So I'll be waiting for just a 1 minute green candle close over 10.5 on this one for a day trading entry. It may pull back before then. I'm not sure. All I can do is just sit and wait for my criteria for entry, and I'll expect it to run at least 8% from my entry point if that were to be met. The 5 minute looks good also. And then going to the 4 hour time frame. So if you want to hold this one overnight, CNSP, I would wait for at least a 4 hour green candle close over 10.5. And if you were to do so there by end of today, end of tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time, you can expect the next resistance of 13.2 to be hit here. So initial first target of around 20% from by the time you got filled on this one. I'll say MNDR does look better for a swing trade, and CNSP probably looks better for a day trade because there's more volume in it. But then we can look on the daily time frame and see for more strength of a potential swing trade in this one. And right now it just looks like a random big gap up, which may come back down to retest the 200 simple moving average just here around 6. So again, if we don't get a 4 hour green candle close over 10.5, and even better, potentially a 1 day green candle close over 10.5, we may be rejecting from here as we're doing now, and also coming back down to retest 6 for a is it a death cross? Yeah, a death cross retest of the 200 simple moving average and a key 1 day support of $6. So this one looks good for a day trade, to be honest, with a 1 minute green candle close over 10.5. And on the reverse, if we were to lose $6, also that key retest level for the 200 MA and the 1 day support here on the daily time frame. If we were to lose $6, this one would be done definitely. So it looks good for a day trade. NIVF, it's losing $2 now, so it doesn't look good. This one is trying to break over 1.5. It's still teasing us. No 1 minute green candle close over 1.5 yet, just a little wick above. So this one does look best for a potential swing trade also, I would say, just because of the arrangement of moving averages in the 4 hour. And again, a 4 hour candle close over 1.5. Should see us continue towards 1.85, and gradually, if we're lucky, we should also continue towards 2.35 for the death cross retest of the 200 simple moving average. And again, if we lose $1 on this one, I consider it done. Failing the 60 EMA retest here and the 1 day support of $1. So hopefully use this information wisely, and hopefully it goes well for you. So to learn more, check us out, link in the video description and the Twitter bio. So thanks guys, and catch you all later.